For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello and welcome to Attwoolls Camping and Leisure with me, Mike. Today I'm giving you guys a bit of a review on a really nice garden or camping gazebo from Royal. This here is the Royal Event Shelter. Event shelter is probably a really common term now, and essentially because it's multi-purpose. You can use it on the campsite, you can use it at home for parties or generally sporting events. You know, it's got multiple purposes and offers really good protection against the sun and also the rain in any sort of scenario. The one I've got here is obviously the Royal Event Shelter, so you've got a really nice strong steel frame, powder coated sort of black frame as well, which makes it sort of more durable, obviously quite heavy duty, but without being too heavy in terms of weight itself. You've got a 3000mm hydrostatic head, basically fabric, so again it's very waterproof, yet enjoys of which is that essentially in sort of hotter weather else, you've also got it's SPF 50, so it gives you that protection against the sun as well. One thing to certainly see is not only it's basically the size being about 3.5 by 3.5, so it's nothing that's going to be too big, but certainly gives you an awful lot of space. But the interior height in here is pretty good as well, so it's about 2.30 meters to the right to the peak. And yet again, you've got ventilation panels at the top to help yourself give a circulation of air. Yet again, as you can see, I'm about 6'2". I don't have to walk through any of the arches, and yet again, that really helps to give you, for a small area of coverage on the ground, a lot of coverage, sort of a room around, so even in the corners, you can happily put sort of tables and chairs in here and not have to be sort of burdened by on the arcs, which you might see with other manufacturer models. You've got freshened guards as well to get mostly pure strength, but also to get visibility so you haven't got people tripping up over them. It comes in a really nice strong bag, which we've got situated down here. Weighs about 19 kilograms, which I think for something of this sort of size, you know, it's a good sort of pack size, strong buckled and carry handles as well. So yeah, again, it's going to be beefy enough in many years to come. We have got a really sort of a special price on this. You can check out our website for the event shelter itself. And we also have got some special prices on the walls. So as with any sort of event shelter, if you wanted to seal up for any purposes, other manufacturers you can buy the walls individually, but with this one you get a set of 4 walls. Includes 3 blank ones like we've got on the very back panel, and then 1 door / window panels as well. All they merely do is just kind of clip on, so it's easy to actually put on and off. And yet again, with the window panels, you can actually get a bit of light into the main body when you've got all the sides in position, but there's a zip running between them as well, so you can happily enter and exit as you please. So you can come and go, and what you can do if you want to, get a bit of cord and just roll that back, tie it up, and then you can have the door open all the time. The window panels are accompanied by curtains, so you get the privacy when you want to, and yet again it's just kind of a little toggle system, just trying to go open and close, and there's little rollback points, so you can leave it open like we have with this other side panel here. Like I said, with a nice strong steel frame, you've also got steel bases. So the joys of that is, yet again, other manufacturers use plastic bases, so you've got longer durability in that. There's a hanging point in the roof as well, so you can actually have a lantern, and that will help to illuminate the whole body of it. So it doesn't mean necessarily, like I say, if you use it for like a little event or a garden party, that's a great way of giving interior lighting without having to have little fairy lights drooping around everywhere. And then, yeah, like I said, you've got a mesh panel in the top, which when you pitch it, you then open up beforehand. That way you get a good circulation there. So ideally, like I say, if you're going for a campsite purposes, cooking and using this as your main living area outside your tent is a real good community area. And when we always go away camping, we always have sort of about maybe 3 sides on it, and then tables and chairs, and you play cards in the evening here. It's a great sort of kind of community space. And a lot of people will use these, like I said, for sports days or necessarily for kind of school fetes, or even just a community fete for that matter. Check out our website, and we've also got a pitching and packing video on this very model. It took me and my colleague best part of probably about 9 to 10 minutes to put up, and what you essentially would do is assemble the frame first, pitch that, then come across with the roof part as well. So check out that, and also our website for the rest of spec and details on this particular model. But that's kind of our Attwoolls video review on the event shelter from Royal.